Hey guys, it's Miss McClure. Today's video is going to be about finding distance between 2 points on the coordinate grid. So you're going to watch this video, and then your grade assignment for today is in IXL. It's skill X5. Your goal is to shoot for a SMART score of 80 or above, and it says X5, distance between 2 points. So let's talk about how to find distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane. There's actually two ways to do it, and I wrote it up here. I think number one is the easiest way. Most of you will probably choose to use this way, is just to count the spaces between the points. So in IXL, it is going to look like this. It's going to ask you to find the distance between two different points. They will be graphed on a coordinate grid, and I love IXL the way it gives you all the lines in your coordinate grid, because all you have to do now is to count the spaces from one point to the next. So for example, you would start here and count your hops to get to the second point. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this would be 12 units. So you would just go down right here, you would type in 12, and then it already has the units written for you. So that is the first way. The second way is a little bit wordy, but once you know what you're doing, it gets better. You are going to add the absolute values of the coordinates that are different in different quadrants, or subtract the values of the coordinates that are different in the same quadrant. So remember, quadrants are your 4 open spaces in the coordinate plane. They're usually written as Roman numerals. They start in the upper right. This is what y'all learn in elementary school, where all the numbers are positive. So we start right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go counterclockwise, or in the shape of a C. Okay, so first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now, if your points are in the same quadrant, then you are going to subtract the values that are different. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a minute. But same, subtract, SS. If they're in the same quadrant, you subtract. If they're in different quadrants, you're going to add. So let's go back and look at our example. These are in different quadrants. So I know I'm going to be adding something. Okay, so quadrant 1, quadrant 4, different quadrants, I'm going to be adding. Now it says to add the coordinates that are different. So look at your x coordinates. Both of your x's are 6. These are not different. So I am adding the different coordinates. So my y coordinates, my 7 and my -5, but it says the absolute value of the different coordinates. So remember, absolute value can never be negative. So this is going to be a 5 instead of a -5. So this would be 7 plus 5, and 7 plus 5 is 12. So 12 units. And that's the same thing we got when we counted. Okay? So let's just start practicing some. I'm going to make up some. I have not plotted them. I'm sorry, guys. On our graph. So I'm going to say 9, 7, and 9, 3. So 9, 7. And this is kind of hard to do on the phone. 9, 7. And then 9, 3. Okay, so I could either count, and that's what I love about IXL, it has the lines, and if I had my graph paper, I would definitely use it, but unfortunately it is at school. So I am going from 7 to 3. So I'm going to go over here where it's a little bit easier. So from the 7 to the 3 would be 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So I'm just going to write 4 units. I'm going to check by using the second way to see if I get 4 units. It is in the same quadrant that both my points are in quadrant 1, so same means I'm subtracting. So I'm subtracting my different coordinates. So my x's are both 9, so they are not different. So I'm looking at my different coordinates, sorry. So the 7 and the 3, since they're the same, I'm going to subtract. 7 minus 3 is 4. All right, let's try another one. Let's do 3, 8. So 3, 8. And let's do 10, 8. Let me erase this. 3, 8 and 10, 8. Okay, so I am counting from this point to this point. So from my 3 to my 10. So I'm just going to use this down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 7 units between these 2 points. All right, now let's see if I get the same answer if I use the second method. So these are definitely in the same quadrant, so I'm going to be subtracting since they're the same. Now, my x value here is 3 and my x value here is 10. So these are my different now. Before it was my y values that are different, but now it's my x value. But we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to subtract since we're in the same quadrant. 10 minus 3 is 7. All right, let's do another one. Let's do 3, 10. And 3, 2. All right, again, we could count. So we're going from the 10 to the 2. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Or I know these are both in the same quadrant. I'm going to be subtracting the different coordinates. So my x's are the same, so my different coordinates are the 10 and the 2. So 10 minus 2 is 8. Let's do one more. Oh, my easel decided to move on me. Okay. Let's do -2, 9, which is going to be over here. Sorry about that, guys. It's in the middle of that word. -2, 9. And let's do -2, -6. Okay, so this is -2, 9 up here, and this is -2, -6 down here. So again, I could count. So this is going, and that's not even 9 actually. Sorry. There we go. I'm going from the 9 to the -6. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 units. Okay, now this one is one where they are in different quadrants. So I've got a point, this -2, 9 is in quadrant 2, and I've got this point right here, -2, -6 is in quadrant 3. So since they're in different quadrants, I am going to be adding the ones that are different. So let me just go ahead and write. So I've got, this is -2, 9. Sorry, this point right here is -2, 9. And my second point down here is -2, -6. So obviously these are the same. These y values are the ones that are different. Since they are in different quadrants, I am going to be adding them, but I'm going to be adding the absolute values. So I'm just going to change that to a plus right there. 9 plus 6 is 15, and that is what I got when I counted. It's 15 units. Okay, guys, like I said, I think the first way, the counting between the spaces or the spaces between your 2 points is going to be the easiest. But if you can, just by looking at the ordered pair and either know that they're in the same quadrant, you're going to subtract the absolute values, or if they're in different quadrants, you're going to add the absolute values of the coordinates that are different. Either way is up to you. I miss you guys so terribly much. It is our last week of distance learning, which means this is my second to last video that I'm gonna make. Please guys, anytime that you see me out and about or next year, just come say hey. I miss each and every one of you. Love you guys, bye.